Hey friends, welcome back. It feels really strange to be filming this video because it's been so long since I filmed a video. I think the last posted video that I did was in February sometime. I don't know, at the beginning of the year, I thought I had my system kind of figured out and what planner worked. Like this planner worked beautifully last year, and my friend made this sticker. I love it. But this worked so well last year, and then this year I just haven't been able to get into it. The cover is beautiful. I started out with this one, and this one it's so chunky. And I love the feel of it, but for some reason I don't want to open it. So I know we're all like, we need to find the perfect planner system, and I think that's kind of what I was chasing. I don't know, I didn't want to open my planner. I needed to plan. Like, there's definitely some things that I needed to plan. But anyway, today I would like to do a little catch up on where I've been, what I've been using, what's going on in my life. So if that's something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. So in February, I think I was sort of in, let me move these out of the way. So I think in February I was in this planner. Honestly, don't know. So here's the 1st of February. Looks like I was here. I did some journaling. And then this was the 2nd week of February. Oh, way less than this. I didn't use hardly any. I tried doing something different on the 3rd week of February. I feel like I used it a little bit better, but as filling out the spaces used, but I don't know if I actually did use it, because I mean, I pretty much marked all those that I didn't do it. And then I did journal a little bit, and then again I tried to come back into the weekly here, journaled a little bit here. Then March, I put this beautiful not sure what it's called, but it was in a letter size, and I cut it down. It's beautiful. I love the flowers, the purple and the blue here. I love that. Put that in. So I planned here. Did some journaling. Okay, so maybe I planned a little bit more. This looks a little bit more used space, but I guess I really wasn't feeling it. Okay, so the middle of March, I'm like, I don't really want to use this. Wasn't opening it. And so that continues into February. I feel like there was a time I came back to this, but I don't know when I did. I remember, I think I set it up to come back in here. Not sure when that was. Probably where I got a section off. So here's May. And so the 11th of May, I kind of filled out some, but as you can see, I didn't come back and check things off. I tried to do a daily spread here. That didn't work, I think. Yeah. So that's kind of here on this. I just didn't have any desire to kind of open this planner, and so I set it aside, and I tried to come into this planner, I believe. Okay. So in February, I kind of I think I back plan in this some weeks, and then I just gave up, and then I tried to come in April, and then again in May, and then I gave up in this one, So then these two were my main ones that I was working with originally. And then I was like, well, maybe I can use something else. So I had bought this for work. And so in March, so I had tried to use it in January, I believe, when I got it. But I came in and I tried to plan out a week. And yeah, didn't come in, check anything off. I just set it up and that was it. Then I came into this. This is okay, so these 3 planners are Paper Test Designs. And I'm honestly kind of sad because I do like these planners, but for this season of life that I'm in, I'm not needing, I just don't want to go to this, I guess. I don't know, but those are Paper Tests, and I think she's going more to a printable shop instead of an actual physical products. I don't know for sure. I'm waiting on her to like tell us about next year. But this is a mom agenda. I bought it back in July of 2025, and it goes for 18 months, so it was still good. So I ended up in April here, the 13th through the 19th, filling in. And I honestly really like this layout. So if I didn't do it for another, I felt like I used it more than 1 week. Apparently I did not. Okay. That's really strange. I could have sworn I was in this longer than 1 week, but I wasn't. I don't think, because I had redated this in September last year to use it. Yeah, I used 1 week and I kind of liked the way it looked, but then I decided, So I tried the mom agenda, and I was almost like super close in ordering a new mom agenda, because this was, while this goes to December of 2026, I had used some of the pages last year, and so I was thinking about buying a whole new one, and luckily I didn't pull, what's that phrase? I don't know what the phrase is. But anyway, I did not end up buying another mom agenda, and I'm so happy I didn't, because I was literally in this for 1 week. And then I got turned on to Jane's agenda, which I had already been in Jane's agenda. I'd already had this stuff before. I did get some newer stuff from them. Like I'm currently signed up for their monthly subscription, and this was part of the monthly subscription that I got. But I decided to go on disc, because I'm like, obviously a bound book isn't what I'm wanting to use. And it was around Erin Condren's launch. I talked myself out of buying something from the Erin Condren launch, because I had several leftover planners from previous years that I hadn't used. And so I decided to go with Jane's agenda. And so I had this set up. I currently have it set up with my goal system that I created. I don't think I wrote anything in here. So I have been going back through this. I think I'm gonna restart my goals, because I usually do quarter in quarters. So January, February, March, April, May, June. But June starts on Monday the 1st, and I just think that's a perfect opportunity to like restart after having such a up and down first 5 months of the year. And so I've been going through my goal system that I created and trying to get that set up. I also kind of worked through a revision. I have my revision thing for a book that I'm writing, that I'm working on, and then I have my review sheets that are part of my goal system in here. And then I got this from a YouTube channel, the Functional Planning, I think is their website, but the YouTube channel is not, I don't think that's what the YouTube channel is called. But it talks about the 3-brain planning system. And so in that you have 3 distinctive, you have like an actual planner, that's your daily plan. Then you have like a goal-oriented planner. And so I have turned this Jane's Agenda into my goal-oriented planner, which I'm excited about. So I went through this and I am going to take this out now that I've gone through it, but it's in there for now. But before I set this up with this new stuff, I had been using these daily sheets from Jane's Agenda, and they just have like a daily, it's called Daily Docket. I'm pretty sure you can still get them at Jane's Agenda, but they have this on this side, and then they just have dot grid. So I was using this, and I used this for quite a while, and I was really enjoying it, honestly. Like, if you had asked me last year if I liked disc and I would use disc for a planner, I would have been like, no, disc are awful, I hate them. But yeah, no, I'm really liking this half letter size that I got from Jane's Agenda. I'm still on the subscription, so I get new covers and stuff to go with it. So it's kind of nice to change it out every month. I really do like these pages. And so, I don't know, I definitely kind of see myself coming back to using these pages. It kind of just gave me what I needed for the time. Sorry, I get cold and hot. It changes really quickly for me, and it's really disturbing, but don't get old, because that's what happens. So I was using this, and I'm like, okay, this system is kind of working. I like it. And then this had been out for a while, but this is from the Daily Grind, and it's in their lavender purple color. So I wanted the cover and the disc, so I was ordering that anyway. That's the only thing I ordered was the cover and these folders, tab folders. Everything else I had. So everything else in here I had. I'm trying to see. Yeah. And so I already had this self-assessment from the Daily Grind. I put it in here, and I was going to kind of go through it, but I haven't yet. And then I just have some blank pages, line pages. I love their paper. It is so thick. It's so nice to write on. I love their paper. And so here are the monthly calendars that I was using for my Jane's Agenda. And then I started using this daily page. And so I decorated it to try to like use it better, but I really ultimately didn't like the layout of this daily. I preferred this layout, I guess, the way it was. Like, I like that this says, you know, your top movers today to feel amazing. Don't forget, grateful for and excited for. But this has it down here too. I don't know. I like this layout better than this layout. So I only used it for this week. I did set up the rest of May, I believe. I don't think I set up longer than May. Oh, no, I set up all of June. My bad. So here's my June calendar that was in my Jane's Agenda. And then I set up my June calendar in here. But I have all these pages from the the system that the Daily Grind uses, I have several versions of these that are just sitting in my office, and so I was like, why not use some of this? And it's good paper. So I have that, and then I have more line paper, and then the Daily Grind also offers like different systems. And so this is part of the glow up system 4-month game plan. I put it in here to see about using it, but I haven't used it. I essentially just wanted the purple actual binder. I didn't really care about the actual using this as a system, but I thought since I just got the purple binder that I would use it. And so I tried it out. I was essentially gone for a conference when I was trying to use this, so that might have hindered me using it. But I don't know, this is kind of what I've been jumping from planner to planner to planner. Some days I don't even plan because I have stuff that needs to be done, but I feel like I write it in a planner and then I just ignore it anyway, so why bother writing it in a planner? And I don't know if that tells me that maybe I'm like in burnout, but I have been working towards my goals. Like I have been, actually since February, I have drafted 3 books, right? I drafted book 3 of my Chaos Curse series, and then I drafted 2 new books. Now they're all rough drafts and they're not like I can publish them like tomorrow or anything like that, but I did do all of that without using a planner. So I don't know, I fell down the Laurel Denise hole, I guess. And I bought some planners. I bought some planners from Laurel Denise. They had come out with a daily planner, and so I was intrigued by that, and so I picked that up because I do like the concept of Laurel Denise planners. I just never been able to get them to work for me. But I also wonder, like last year when I was using the paper test, like I used it all year, and I think that was only because I was persistent in, like I told myself, I was persistent in using it. Like I made myself like plan every week, and then some weeks I planned and I put stickers on Sunday, and then I didn't pick it up again until the next Sunday. And then I filled everything in, and then I planned the next, but I kept it up to date for the most part, and it's all filled out for the year last year. And so I kind of feel like I'm not pushing myself hard enough to use the same system for a amount of time that would really truly give me an answer to whether this is going to work for me. I know I've never really given a Laurel Denise planner that much time. Like I feel like I've tried it and I've done 1 or 2 weeks and that's been it. Just like the mom agenda. Like who's to say that this couldn't have worked? Where'd it go? This could have possibly worked. I mean, it's really messy, and honestly, I like it like this. I like messy. I know when I was doing this list here that I kind of didn't like that, but I could have tried I could have continued and tried a different thing, but I didn't. I gave this 1 week and I went to a different planner. And yes, I do feel guilty for buying these planners because, you know, I bought this planner because I thought it would be great. I think I realized I don't like the month, the week, and the day all together. I think I like having all the months, all the weeks, and then all the days together, which is crazy because years ago I would never have thought that I would like that, but I did not like having a weekly and then having dailies after in this planner. But I thought this would be it. Like I could use this planner for everything. And then I felt bad because I didn't buy this planner. And so I bought this planner. And then I was like, well, maybe I need a work planner. When I use a work, I use Microsoft office basically for my work planner, so I didn't need to buy this, but I did anyway. I'd already had this, but I bought it because I was thinking of trying to work something out last year. Same with this. I think I bought this 2 years ago because I was like spiraling in planner chaos. And so I just need to stop purchasing, I guess. But also I need to give it more time. Like, I can't just say this planner isn't going to work for me after a week or two. I need to give it a solid 2 months probably before I'd be like, oh yeah, no, this isn't gonna work. I think that would really be helpful. But I'm not doing that. So I think that is something that I need to shift my mindset on, is that I need to try out planner systems for longer than a week or two. Like, I need to give it a good go. One thing I want to really hone in is, even though I wasn't consistently using the same planner system and I was jumping and hopping, I still was working on my goals. I still was showing up for myself in my writing, and that's really what I want to happen. Like, my dream is to become a full-time author, and the only way that's going to happen is if I show up for myself. And so even during this time, I was showing up for myself. It's proven in what I got done because I, drafted 3 different books. I also know, like, one reason why I didn't want to film a YouTube video is because I wasn't in the same system that I started with, or even, the same system that I was in February in my last video. And honestly, I'm afraid that you guys are gonna judge me, but it doesn't really matter. And so I didn't film a video because I was afraid of what you guys would say, because I'm not in the same system and I'm not being assistant, and I'm just like, but this is all real life, and I just gotta get over that ultimately. But the further I got away from the last video I did, and I was avoiding filming, and then I was still planner hopping, it just the time just escaped from me, and then I felt like it was too hard to come back and film. And it's not hard. Relatively, I had to clean my desk today to get it and to set up the actual lights and stuff, but filming videos is somewhat relaxing for me. I really enjoy doing this, and I've even, like, over the years, editing has become something that I enjoy. I also feel like I'm talking with a weird accent right now, and I don't know why, but oh well. So I think I'm just rambling now, so maybe I'll wrap this up. But my goal now is, I did order some Laura Denise planners that I want to try out, and I really want to give it a good go, like I said. Especially, like, the daily planner I order is only 3 months. If I could stick with that for 3 months, actually see whether or not it's working, like, that would be a huge win for me. The goal for the next few videos is to show you that I'm actually giving it a try, and I'm doing my best to stay in that system and trying to work through any problems that I have, and maybe journal why I think the system's not working, because there's also part of me wonders that if I had sat down and looked at the system and actually asked, well, what part of this system isn't working, instead of just having this feeling that it wasn't working and just wanting to move on. It's okay, like, if I wanted just to try new planners, it's totally fine. I told myself that I was trying new planners because the old planner wasn't working, but I wonder now if that was even true, or if I was just trying to trick my brain, brainwashing myself, and so I don't know. But yeah, so that is what hopefully the future of the planning part And then I do want to show more of my writing life. I think this video will be going up after my live stream, but I think I'm gonna try to do writing sessions every Friday, hopefully every Friday when I can do them. I think I need some body doubling on projects, because I can get really focused and write, because I wrote an entire book in one weekend. It was more like a 4-day weekend, but in 4 days I had an entire novel completed, a fantasy romance completed. So I can focus like that, but that also like crashed me out afterwards. Like, it was too intense in 4 days, and I'm not very good at being very consistent daily. And so that's kind of what I want to work on for my writing. I want to consistently work on writing. I think that will help me balance out my energy. As far as like possibly future vlogs, I'm not really sure if I'll do future vlogs, because it's not automatic for me to be like, oh, I should film this for YouTube. Like, something will happen and I'll be like, oh, I probably should have filmed that for YouTube. Oh well. Like, it's not something I think about beforehand or really plan beforehand, but I will try to do some vlogs. I'll try to plan some vlogs. I really like the series that I was doing a few years ago. It was like my life on paper kind of series, where I planned, my week, and then I show you day to day what my planner looks like. I really like those types of vlogs. I know there was a YouTuber, I don't remember her name, but I don't think she's on YouTube anymore. I think she got rid of her channel, but she did those type of vlogs, and I just really liked seeing how her week flowed in her planner. And then if there's any writing vlogs I think of, I will try to put together. I have been contemplating about going to the Chicago Planner Conference in November. It's over a weekend, and so it's a little bit more doable for me, so I don't have to really take off work to go. I'm just waiting on like the official ticket sales and like pricing to see how much it is. It's definitely an investment to go there, but at least I live in Illinois, where I live close enough to Chicago that it wouldn't be such a extensive, like I could drive there and I wouldn't have to fly, so the cost is a little bit lower for me on that end. And I do have family that lives in Chicago, so I possibly might not have a hotel cost, though I would like to stay in the hotel to have that experience with it. But I am looking at going to the Chicago Planner Conference, depending on the price of the conference and the rooms. But again, I'm just figuring out my planning style and writing and creativity. Like last year, that one planner worked. This year, I'm in a different, my kids are older. I don't have to micromanage my family as much anymore. And so I'm just kind of transitioning into a different season of my life, because my oldest graduated high school a few weeks ago. And so, things are changing in my life, in my season, and I'm getting up to 40, which is super exciting. But yeah, I think that's all I have. So thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more chaos in the making, and I can say that because my Chaos Curse series is out. Book 1 and 2 are out. Book 3 and 4 are coming, hopefully beginning of next year. I'm very hopeful about that. But if you enjoy this video and want more writing and planning and productivity content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm hoping to bring more productivity to you guys. I've already, figured out my goal planner system. I've already got that figured out, and it's set up in a PDF. And so I've just been working through it, making sure that the tweaks are out of it and that it all makes sense. But I'm hoping to bring that to you guys. But anyway, stay creative, stay cozy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.